Well, happy Sunday, everybody. This is Dr. Schroder with this week's video introduction to week number 7 of our course in evidence-based practice. And you've had a lot of work that you've had to do in this course. But pretty much after we're through week 6, and once you get that final paper uploaded, really all the heavy lifting is done for the class. So there aren't any huge onerous assignments bearing down on you. So my hat's off to everybody. That's a lot of work in both this evidence-based practice part 1 and part 2 paper. The As you've learned, the process is the process in this course really does mimic and is pretty much what happens in the real world of evidence-based practice. The only real difference is that normally evidence-based practice and determination of best practices for an organization usually happen in teams. And so you have a team of individuals working on a project, each of them divvying up, each of them doing a specific part of the literature review. In a well-balanced team, you have people from different disciplines. You have the medical profession, you have nursing, you have other ancillary disciplines such as pharmacist and if applicable, physical therapist, even administrators. You have different people working on it, all giving feedback and all appraising from different points of view, and so you get a, a wide variety of ideas and a wide variety of analysis that come in that sort of boil down to that final analysis. Of course, here you're doing this paper individually, and that's why some of you, I've especially in some emails answered with some of you, why you kind of sort of struggle on exactly how to find information or your expertise on one particular area may not be enough to really answer all these questions. And I understand that, and that's fine. The idea is really to understand the process here. That's really the goal. So seeing that process from identification of a problem through development of a PICO, through a literature search, and then on through the implementation process is really what it's all about. And so in week number 7, we go back to just having discussion this week. And you're primarily 2 topics. One is we are going to be restating your PICO question once again and addressing and talking about how would you disseminate the findings of your study. And we're talking about disseminating findings. We're not just talking about presenting it to staff or staff within your hospital. Think in terms of how are you going to use your evidence-based practice experiment, essentially, what you would have at the completion of your outcome collection. You've got a study. It really is a nursing study just like any other nursing study. It just has the focus of being focused on already established practice. How do your results fit in? Do they support the practice? Possibly your results show something different than what other results have shown from previous studies. So that's all important information. And so how would you disseminate that? Specifically, think of a journal that you might look to publish in or a professional conference. That's really what we mean by, we talk about disseminating the information. And then the second part of the question is you're going to be writing about the Agency for Healthcare Research and Quality, the AHRQ. Some course materials discussing this agency. The AHRQ is really the repository and the director of just about all healthcare research. Works closely with the NIH, the National Institutes of Health, but they are really the movers and drivers, figuring out and identifying the primary areas of healthcare research so we can improve healthcare models and improve health practice across all disciplines and across all organizations. So that's the focus this week. I hope to have most of the papers graded on Monday. I'm off of my regular job for President's Weekend on Monday, my Monday through Friday job. So Monday is kind of a good day for me to sort of jump in and hopefully get at least a good number of them done. And then, of course, I'll be participating in discussion with you throughout the week. Also, usually for most of you, you're going to find that once you see your final grade after this paper, that's probably going to be very close to, or it's going to really be pretty much your final grade in the class. So if you have any questions about grading or anything, please let me know. I will go ahead and address those. I hope that everybody has a great week. Again, my hat's off to everybody for the hard work that you have done in this class. And these last 2 weeks are just discussion. Week number 8 is going to be an abbreviated week. Remember this for next week. In week number 8, all discussion will occur and be wrapped up by Thursday. So we have an abbreviated week of discussion that final week of class because final grades are actually due on Friday. So just be aware of that. So everybody have a great week. If you have any questions, let me know, and I look forward to seeing you in the discussion forums.